Hi again, my name is Delroy Young. Welcome to part two. As I said, we're gonna continue because we have a lot to talk about here. And I know you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, but I'm gonna ask you to please listen because what we're saying here, this is very, very important. Except you're the rich guy who have billions of dollars in the bank and you already have your things squared off, then you don't have to listen. But if you're anybody else under that level, below that, you will need to listen because this is very important. So in the previous video we started talking about small businesses and the fate of small businesses where it have to do with the World Wide Web and what is going on out there, and not just small businesses but small people in general. And I know that a lot of business people, because we tend to have this pride where, you know, small business people, they don't want to be called as small businesses. But if you're a business nowadays, small businesses, big businesses are now small businesses, because what we're talking about here, which is exactly my point, the point that I've been trying to make, because the way it's gonna be in the future and the way it already is, and it's getting there faster than it is that you either gonna have to be a real big business or you don't exist at all. There will be no small businesses if this trend continue. If what we see going on right now, if it continue, there will be no small businesses. And if you're a small business person, you're probably wondering, why is it that your business is so slow? But yet these big companies like Walmart and Target and all of those giant companies, they recording record profit. So then if this system, if this platform was so balanced, then why is it? Why is it if people are spending money, why not spend money everywhere? One of the reason with that, one of the thing about that is that everybody is on this cheap, trying to get things to buy for as less as possible. The bigger business, as we already know the theory with this, they can sell things cheaper than you can, because they're spending more money, and they can spend like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in stock, and have themselves squared off for the next 6 months, whereas you have to buy in small pieces because you don't have the amount of money like that. So the deal that you get is going to be higher. Now, that is a consistent problem, but that is something that we're going to have to deal with within the B5 community, which is the community that we are establishing to group all small business, not just small businesses, but small people together. Because the bottom line about that is that one of us can't compare to one of them, but all of us together is greater than them, than any one of them. We talk about a Walmart on every corner driving all the small businesses out of business, and how our local government is sitting back and allowing that to happen. They are the ones empowering them. Our politicians is our greatest problem, because once you vote for them, they sold you out. You get them to power, you get them in where they needs to be, and they sold you out. They abuse the people who put them in there. So we don't have any laws that's gonna control. Once you have a certain amount of money, you know, on this level, you become above the law. We see companies, great companies. We saw Google, and we saw all their transgression that they did, and we saw how the government deal with it. Oh, $25,000 here, 25, and to us it's a joke. So these companies, these large corporates, these giants, these amalgamators, they know that the government our government is a puppet. So they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, and they're gonna get away with it because they know that they know. But the small business, the small people, us, the rest of us as the people, we don't have any bargaining chip. We don't have any bargaining power, and that is because we are not united. We are not organized. We don't have an organization for the people that's gonna group all of us together and defend our rights as people, defend, secure our businesses, our small businesses, so that we can provide for our family, our children, and secure anything that within our interests. We don't have any balm in Gilead about that. So now what we do? Now we need an organization. We need to organize ourselves as a people, not as anti-government, because we are not anti-government. We are putting forward, to our politicians and our government. This is what we find as a people. This is our issue. These are our issues. We want to put these on the table, and these are the issues that we want to address. What kind of law can we pass, and not just pass, but enforce, that to see to it that our rights are secure, our people, that our family is secure, because our generation, we can't have a situation exist, not because the Bible said that, certain things is going to happen. It doesn't mean that you are to just allow yourself for the Bible to fulfill. Let the Bible fulfill, but don't let it fulfill on you. Don't sit back and say, I can't do anything about this. And they are so big and they have all the money, and I can't do anything about it. Because you know what happened? This is what they talk about in Revelation. When you bow down to that beast, you gave them all of your power. Why are you living your life if you can't do something, if you can't make any change to the situation, to the issues, to the problems that's going on around you? What sort of future are you going to pass on to your children? Are you going to sit back and let somebody run over you because they have $10 billion and you only have $5 billion in the bank? So now you count yourself as inferior, as you are not worthy to compete with these giants. Let's not do that. We have the situation right now where the internet is being controlled by these so-called billionaires. If you build your website and try to establish what you try to establish, once it's something that they do, once it's a business that they're in, the search engines are rejecting your searches so that your potential users never sees what you do. Then this is why we have a lot of websites out there on the internet that's not doing any business, not making any money. The browsers are screwed up. Google is screwed up. Firefox is even worse. Internet Explorer is getting out of date. I don't use them a lot. And I hadn't conducted a study on Internet Explorer yet, but we're going to in a moment to find out what they are doing over there. But it's like it's all of them come together, and then you have now where Google is controlling YouTube, because now you have to use your Google login, your Google email login. You know what that is, to log into your YouTube account. So that means that if they are doing that, that shows that they are in control. So now you cannot put a video on YouTube. You cannot get the search that you wanted. So it's hardly any room, any avenues left for you to promote your business. And guess what? All these small businesses are getting all these big businesses are getting promoted over you, because your links are being directed from your websites to these people who are paying them millions of dollars, which you don't have. So it's a gross inequity that we're dealing with out there, and it's a lot of things that we have to do. This is gonna be kind of depressing to hear this and to know that all this is happening, but at least now we know what these issues are. So now what are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna sit there and say, okay, whatever, and you don't know what you're talking about? Because believe you me, I know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't come out with anything without I research it, and this is why I'm confident to come out and say what I have to say, because I can defend it what I'm talking about. I can make videos to show you what I'm talking about. I'm a computer programmer. I'm on the internet every day. I write codes. I know what is going on in the system. So this is what we see, because these big companies, they know that the internet is the way of the future. They are controlling that. Now we have to get together, other people. We have to form our community. This is why we created the B5 community. You might not be able to register. We qualify to register immediately, but what we are asking you to do is to register first to the social network, and after about 6 months to a year, you're gonna be able to join the community. Our website is neo101.com. That's NEHO101.com, and we are on a lot of positive things. So you don't have to go on. You don't have. This is not Facebook. We are the Neo 101. That's the neighborhood 101. That means we're bringing every city. We are empowering every city. So register to the neo101.com, and everybody's gonna need a website. It's free. You only pay like a junction fee, like once a year. Get your own website. Put up on your website whatever it is that you do. Keep it positive, so that when it comes time, because we're gonna have to come together. We're gonna have to create factories, create industries, create jobs for our people, and empower our own. Deal with our own financial security, because we are losing that. Thank you so much. I'm running out of time, and I think I might be making a part 3. Thanks so much, and have a great day.